Hello, my beautiful people. How are you doing today? Welcome to Susan's Willie's Future Drive. Today, we shall be talking on an exciting topic. And you know, I'm not alone. I'm with somebody whom you've seen before, in person of Miss Abigail. You're welcome to the studio.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
I appreciate this moment.
You're welcome. Good to see you again.
Thank you very much.
I said I will catch you. So, you're welcome to our program.
Thank you very much.
Okay, viewers, back to our topic. The topic of today is very, I don't know what to say. Let me just keep quiet. I don't want to shake you guys. But your view will be needed too. Our topic for today is effects of single parenting on child development. So, with me and my guest, we'll be rolling it. Miss Abigail, your viewpoint on the topic.
Thank you for, this is an interesting topic that has helped me to know children the more. As a counselor, they find it very easy to open up on their challenges, what they are going through at home with their single parent. So this is an interesting topic that we have here today. But it's not always that we just the effect. The effect means the negative aspect. We still have positive aspect of it. But since the topic dwell on the effect, let us go into it as we continue with our talk. We're going to enter into the positive aspect of single parenting in child development. The effect of single parenting in child development. Single parents have had some difficulties, not really difficulties. It's the child now that is seeing it as difficult aspect, because some people are already used to the other person that is not there. Maybe death has taken the other partner and left one to be a single parent. Possibly that child has committed himself, let me say it this way, with love to the other party. So growing up now with one part of love has given them really difficulties coping up among their peers, either in school or outside school, in the church, wherever they find themselves. You find out that if a child doesn't have a father, whenever they're talking about their father, it gets to them. It gets to them because this is what he doesn't even know. Maybe, oh, he has an experience, and then it was all roses for him, and maybe they were traveling around the world, and the father died and left the mother with the children, and then suddenly family came and picked everything, took everything away from them. They are now living another type of life that they are not used to it. They are used to going out every Sunday for sightseeing. Now they left the woman without anything. So it affects them negatively. When they, in the midst of those that have both parents, you see them like, not, I don't want to call it inferiority complex. I don't want to call it that, but they seem to withdraw themselves from the popular
the circle that
they are, so that they found themselves. So this now, it affects the child when he's among his peers. And sometimes when teachers will say, go and bring your parents, it will just get to them that it's just my mom, oh, and she's now selling akara. My mom cannot even come. And some of them are even ashamed of just their mom coming without their dad, not knowing that it's not something to be ashamed of. It's not something that a child should be ashamed that he has just one parent without the other. It can be the father is alive or the mother, but they just feel that is not right because they didn't understand. How can I? You understand? They just woke up and found out that they're just all alone with their mother or their father.
Okay.
Yes. And another thing, you see I want to touch a little bit coming to this with a positive aspect. Another thing that help the child too, some single parents will go extra mile to do what the father will have done if he's alive, or the mother will have done if she's alive, just to make sure that this child does not feel less than others that have both parents. But talking about that, you will see that the parents are trying hard. Some of the children, if the parents are not disciplined enough to discipline their child to grow up in a manner that you will see this child say, whose child is this? This child is disciplined. Some of them just leave them like that. We can identify them actually. There's a way a child will just behave. I'll call them, where's my mother? I just know. Either you say my mother is in so place. Your father, I don't know my father. Most times that's the way they answer. And I don't know my father, and that will attach their attention. Come, is it that I don't know him? They told me that he was this and that. You understand? And then this discipline is less. The way they dress is less because I call some of them here. Then say, my father said he's looking for who to plait me. I say, what about your mom? I say, I don't have a mother. So sometimes you see that you invite the father, okay, we'll take responsibility of their hairstyle, let's say hairstyle. We can assign somebody to just be taking charge of that part, you understand? Because that's negative aspect that has affected the child negatively because the child will not be well kept.
Looking at, let me look at from the mother's angle now.
Yes.
Now, do you think a mother can can make a role in the family and discipline, like, okay, the rule of those children now, you must be at home by 6 o'clock. And being a single parent and a woman now, having a male children, how do you think she can cope with those?
She can cope with it if she started early with the child. You will not break a child that has already grown up in a particular attitude, with a particular lifestyle. If you have started checking it, if the mother, let's say the mother, have started checking the child when he was small, he will grow up with it. It will be very easy for her to be able to discipline him, tell him that at so time, I want to see everybody at home. And doing that, she has to be at home too. Not that you tell your child that you need to be at home, and then here are you, I have appointments. And they are noticing that it's a man that is even coming to pick you out. You are not, if you want to discipline a child, you have to be a role model in that aspect. And it will be very easy for you. She can take the part of the father when she has disciplined yourself. You say you can judge others when your own righteousness is complete. You understand? It will have been very easy for her to put the child, because as he's growing up, she's correcting, she's directing, she's teaching, she's a mother and she's a father at the same time. Because like a male child, you said, she should open up. Don't be shy that because he's a boy, there are things I cannot discuss with him. You should discuss every details with him, everything, and don't give special name for things. Maybe like the penis, you call it dum dum, or your boo boo, or something. Give it Call it the way it is.
Okay.
In training a male child, don't say, I'm a female, I'm ashamed. You are the mother, for crying out loud. You are his mother. You should talk to him, not reserving some words or trying to funkanize some words into something else.
Yeah. Okay, viewers, let's go on a short break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, viewers. We're still on the topic, the effect of single parenting on child development. So we'll be looking at the positive aspects of this. Miss Abigail, can you tell us some positive aspects?
The single parents will put extra efforts to do so that those that have both parents will not outsmart their own child because they are alone with the child. They try their best to make sure that, let me put in the effort that the father will have put if he was here. Let me put in the efforts that the mother will have put when she's here. I know of a man, I know him, he visited us, that refused to be married. He has 2 daughters. He refused to be married because he said he wants to see, he knows what the wife will have put in these children if she was alive. And he doesn't want to marry another woman that will come and maltreat or train them in a manner that will hurt the wife, even in her grave. When he said that, he caught my attention. I said, what do you do about them when they are menstruating? He said he has to learn. So they keep themselves even better than those ones that have both parents, because those ones that have both parents, the disadvantage they go through, this parent is expecting the other one to do, or assume that the other one has taken charge in this area. But you know that you are already alone. You are doing it perfectly to see that you don't make mistake on this one. So that's the positive aspect. They get both attention even when they know that it is just one parent they have. The parent puts in extra effort to see that they train this child in a manner that he will not be ashamed. Because if both parties are, men will always say, this is your child. You've not trained your child. I say, it's not my child alone, it's also your child. But when you are alone, who will you point finger at? You go extra mile to see. So they have this more attention, more caring, more training for those that are lucky to have the single parent that actually knows what they are doing. So that's the positive aspect.
So, Ms. Abigail, what's your final take on this topic?
Single parents should put more efforts on seeing that the child grow with discipline. As a single parent, you are looking up to this child not to put you to shame. Please keep on doing the good thing as a single parent to make sure that you bring up your child in the way that the society, that you will be accepted by everybody in the society. Thank you.
Well, we've heard from her. The effect of single parenting on child development does not only end there. There are positive things that they achieve. Children learn to be more responsible without anybody around them. They become independently strong to face the life and the situation that comes around them. So, thank you very much. We'll be back next week for more talk. Bye.